So how you doing, guys? It's been a very good minute since I've made a tutorial, so today I'm going to teach you guys how to make glass shatter displacement effects. I'm going to teach you two methods. First one is a more experimental method if you want to experiment more with it and do some cool stuff like what Beck did with his Evangelion edits. And the second one is a very easy method. You're just going to slap one effect and then have like glass break. I'm going to first start with the advanced one. You'll need to add cell pattern. You'll increase the contrast to like 10,000 and then increase whatever this called to like the max. The size, we need a very big size, so we're gonna increase it to like 190, and we're gonna change this from bubbles to blades high quality. As you can see, you already can see how the map looks like. This is what we're gonna map our displacement to, so we make the glass. And then you can't really play with the evolution, you can't play with the offset, you can't play with the evolution, so you get different results. You can make this 2, you can make this 3. It's some like playing with seed, the seed option. And then you're gonna add optics compensation. You're gonna decrease this and reverse it, decrease it to like 110, something like this. And then you can just keep playing with it until you see a result that you like, and even if you don't like it, you can just get into the comp and then change whatever settings you want. So I'm just gonna pre-comp this, and then after we're gonna add displacer pro. You can use displacement map. We're gonna map it to the map we just made, and then as you can see, we have this glassy look. We're gonna keyframe the X and then the Y, make it from like 0 and 0 to this is too much. Maybe you can just do like a little bit. Then you can add motion tile if you want to get rid of the black parts, and then you can graph it, do some like this. Maybe you'll basically have something like this. You can just use displacement map, and then you can map the displacement map to the map we did, and it's basically the same thing. You can add distort chroma, you can add blur, you can mask some parts. The good part about this method that you can really experiment with it a lot, just like how Beck did. I'm pretty sure he used the same thing or a very similar thing. And then if this is too much work for you, then this one is really easy. We're just gonna duplicate our clip, and then we're gonna add VCC 3D image shutter. This effect is very popular. I see a lot of editors use it. You can already use it this way, but that's not what we're looking for. We're gonna change the automate from forward to manual, so it doesn't simulate, so we can control it. And then we're gonna keyframe the scatter. Gonna keyframe it from 0 to 24, maybe 22. Really up to you what value you want to put on. And it's a spiral cut, so it's not in the middle. We're just gonna make it random cut, so it's random. And then you can decrease the movement spread. So you just can make it 300, 200. It really depends on what you want. You can really play with whatever settings you want. And then we're gonna enable our layer on the bottom, and then as you can see, you have something that look like this. For our glass shatter, to be honest, this is a very better result, but if you want to experiment more, you can use the other method and experiment more and mask and do a whole lot of bunch of different stuff. And yeah, that's it. It's a very quick tutorial. I will be posting hopefully more tutorials in the very future. And yeah, I don't know, like, share and subscribe. Bye bye. And I don't know, bro, just